May I please have the telephone number of the local taxi service? 413-656. Thank you.
Why did you let me die? Mommy? Why did you let me die?
Diane.
Mommy? Mommy? Why did you let me die? Mommy? Why did you let me die?
I think you may be more upset than you realize.
Oh, I'm sure I just imagined it.
But this time, you said you didn't see Lori. You saw your very own daughter.
Well, I'm certain that was because I'd been talking about her. She was on my mind. I'm sure that's all there was to it.
You do believe in ESP, in psychic phenomena?
I don't know. You see, I've never thought very much about it.
Well, you do believe that those who are very dear to us are really never very far away, even those who are no longer with us in the flesh.
Carrie, I really don't think Mrs. Fairchild is interested.
Excuse me. I came to get a book.
Lori.
Laurie's quite deaf.
She's what?
She's deaf.
You could go a long time without realizing it. She reads lips so well.
Good night, everyone.
Lori. Lori. I want to tell you, I had the
Mrs.
strangest...
Fairchild.
But I think I should tell her what I saw.
I don't think that's necessary. Good night, Laurie.
Good night.
She has enough problems as it is. Anyway, there's no chance of Laurie ever going near the water. She can't swim a stroke.
I still can't understand why I saw her so clearly, her face perfectly, even before I met her.
In certain emotional states, the mind is more open to psychic influence.
You might have received an image from Laurie's mind.
A telepathic image.
My, I have stumbled into a hotbed of psychic buffs, haven't I?
We're all interested in the subject.
That explains what I saw.
Saw?
Well, I certainly didn't want to interrupt you, sitting around the table with all the candles.
Oh, well, we were playing at it. We try table tipping, levitation, that sort of thing. We're not very good at it, so far.
We're such a distance from town, without any sort of diversion, even neighbors, that we entertain ourselves experimenting.
You appear to be something of a sensitive, Mrs. Fairchild. Perhaps you'd like to join us sometime.
No. No, thank you.
Well, seriously, I am sorry you saw our little game. I'm sure it didn't do much for your state of mind.
Oh, my state of mind is just fine now. So I'll just say good night.
It worked.
Like a charm. She's a perfect subject.
Maybe too perfect.
What is that supposed to mean?
She has asthma. She said she was so frightened she could hardly breathe. So we knock it off.
Wrong.
I hope I'm not disturbing you. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Please.
Now, you're not going to be a killjoy, are you, darling?
His feet are a bit cold, but he'll get over it. Won't you, Paul?
She's not in her room.
Are you sure?
Positive. Everyone's been so kind. It's the first time I feel welcome someplace. That I belong.
It's odd. You don't look a thing like her. Yet there's so much of you that reminds me of my daughter, Diana.
I think that's a compliment.
It is. Maybe that's why I feel so strongly that I should tell you.
Tell me.
Do you believe it's possible to see things that are going to happen in the future?
Oh, I don't know anything about that sort of thing. Jason and the others are interested in ESP. It's all they talk about. Why? Were you getting at something?
I had a premonition about you. I understand you're afraid of the water.
Yes. It terrifies me. My parents died in a boating accident.
Were you thinking about that earlier this evening? Were you thinking about that earlier this evening?
No, I don't think so. Why? Was it part of your premonition?
I just can't get it out of my thoughts. I saw you in the water, drowning.
Mrs. Fairchild, you were specifically asked not to discuss that with Laurie.
I am sorry. Good night, Laurie.
What did you tell her?
What do you mean? What'd I do?
I want to know exactly what you told.
We were just talking. I don't know what you mean.
About us, about what we're doing.
Nothing. Nothing, really. Why did you hit me? I don't understand.
All you have to understand is to keep away from her. If she asks you anything, you keep your mouth shut.
I don't understand.
You don't have to understand. Just do as you're told.